Good evening, teacher. In this moment, I about conclusion for the finally laboratory number 5 and vacuum system and compass and ITC. Well, the vacuum. When you have a correct measurement in the instrument, the vacuum's measurement must be between 4.5 or 5.1. This pressure will be relative to the speed that the gyro state. For example, in the instruments, it is possible you observe that the pressure is within the parameters stabilizations with the manual. And other conclusion is when the vacuum pressure falls below the range normal operations, the instruments and the gyros can become unstable and inaccurate. Finally, the vacuum pressures drop cause bad erections due to rotatoning, most resulting lack of stiffness. The next conclusion is about the compass. It is important because it's special the calibration produced and determines the amount of reading that's affected by magnetism. Also, the aircraft, large and small, have a directions indicates magnetic compass. This provides directions references independent of other aircraft. It is systems the internal constructions of objects indicating magnetic compass. And the compass, this compass is very important because it marks the orientations to the which the aircraft is heading the other sides. The magnetic norm moves every year. For this reason, it's very important to carry out the calibrations and maintenance of the components. For example, formula for the corrections is north between south. Correction is once between two ends is north. Error and minus south error. Well, first you must find the variation points in each direction, so north, south, east, west. The correct it's a finally performance check compass because to verify the between the parameters established in the manual. The size from 3 grades to 7 grades is a maximum. Finally, conclusions is the ITC for the aeronautic maintenance and technical since we can corroborate in your integrations equipment and that is the aircraft is operating correctly is at different frequencies, for example X and G, and different by the distance between pulses. And on the other hand, the existence error will depend on the distance and then the slant range, and the true range have readers of the fly level, and since they are much away from the DMM stations, and they will have a lower percentage of error the ones they have. And when these are closed, finally, and this checked when the aircraft is above the DME stations, and this takes you evaluate of the height and can never take the value of zero. And finally, we are going to look at the land range and ground speeds of the DME and express it in keynotes. Thank you.